Hi parents, I'm teacher Jo from BlueTree Education. So now today we'll be talking about our E3 framework. Now as you know, right, 85% of BlueTree students actually achieve A star or A in their PSLE subjects. So how do we achieve that? Now it's actually through our E3 framework. So what's E3 framework? First, we always start with explore. At this stage, the children are very curious about the topics. They actually start with a very genuine interest to the topic. And so here at BlueTree, what we do is we try to relate it to the things that they see in daily life. We have hands-on activities, purposeful collaboration, and through meaningful questioning, we actually ignite the passion in your child for learning of the topic. Now, when your child loves the topic, when your child is interested in the topic, it becomes the crucial foundation to make the learning process easy for him or her. Now, when your child is also curious about the topic, your child will want to seek out more information and to understand it. Here, let's bring us to the next E, which is explain. I seek out information and understand it. So here, what we do is we teach the content and we train the fundamental cognitive skills with the exam answering strategies. Usually in schools, the children, they have the traditional whiteboard way of teaching whereby the children will download and memorize the information that was given by the teachers. Now, while this is important, many of our children will find hard to retain the information and not even understanding what's the concept taught. So to ensure that your child is able to have the knowledge and in fact have the knowledge that connects the different dots of the facts as found in the chapter or the syllabus, the most important thing is actually through meaningful questioning and purposeful collaboration and hands-on activities that I mentioned earlier. So by connecting explore and explain, the two stages, alright, we will actually able to identify the specific knowledge gaps and customize your child's learning in the fastest way possible. Now, when your child is able to understand the information and apply, your child is ready for the next stage, which is extend. So now when you realize that your child is already able to understand the information, your child is ready for the next stage, which is application of this information to real life examples. In many of the questions, there are a lot of emphasis on real life applications. So it is actually very important for the children to be able to connect the dots to the information and extend it further and apply a suitable solution to answer these questions. Now, this application requires a higher level of thinking skills known as analysis and critical thinking skills. Now, how do we actually achieve these critical thinking skills? Now, first, the child must have the foundation of knowledge. This is actually very important. Now, second, the child must be able to understand the question and able to analyze the question further. Now, again, how do we do that in BlueTree? We do it by first understanding the child's different learning abilities, and we use many different learning materials to help the child to understand a question and therefore bring forth their analytical skills level by level. Now, when the child is able to bring forth their analytical skills to the next level, you will find that the child is able to apply the information and the critical thinking skills to answer the question. These three stages of E3 is done in a very loving and nurturing environment. Now in BlueTree, we also believe in partnerships with parents. So whereas your child is progressing through these stages and also progressing in his skills level, right, we will always talk to the parents and give feedback regularly and update the parents regularly, and we actually believe in regular communication. So you'll find that this feedback will be very helpful for you to work with your child at home, and you can continue to help your child to progress in the topic.